Hey everyone, welcome. This is going to be my review on the newish King Kong vs Godzilla film. I watched it a couple of weekends ago because it was released on Sky, and I was going to go to the cinema but there was nothing on, and because Kong vs Godzilla is a blockbuster film, I watched it at home with family, which was nice. Now, as a film, it was awful. It was so bad. Yeah, it was so bad in so many ways. I'm not sure if it was so bad it was good, but it was definitely bad. And I'll probably talk about some of the key moments as to why I think that. But yeah, really ridiculous film. And again, one knows when one's going to watch a film about a giant lizard fighting a giant ape, one of whom can breathe blue plasma atomic fire out of its mouth. But even still, they really take some huge liberties with the plot, and it's kind of ridiculous, or it is absurd. The acting's not that great, the CGI is not that great. It's huge in scope, quite literally, with them being as big as they are, these kaiju monsters fighting for supremacy, King Kaiju. But yeah, there's quite a lot of different actors in it. Millie Bobby Brown's in it. Her character and two sidekicks go on a really weird side mission that's totally, well, it's not irrelevant to the rest of the film, but there's some human main characters that never even really meet them, and it's so muddled. The guy from True Blood, the tall blonde one, the Skarsgård, he's in it. He's like a military guy, I think. Yeah, it's poor. And just let me tell you, so this could be going into spoiler territory now, let me just give you a few different notes on why or how it's so over the top. So this is towards the end of the film, and Godzilla, before he's set to fight a robot Godzilla that is powered by this Asian guy who's had his mind sort of hypnotized by the three-headed dragon from the last Godzilla film, right, who's now in this robot Godzilla. They're about to fight, but before they do, Godzilla breathes a hole to the center of the earth, right, because that's where King Kong is, because King Kong's real home is in the center of the earth, and he's sad and wants to know about his family because there's only one of them. He goes back to this palace of his, right, accompanied by these humans. Skarsgård's one of them, in flying spaceships. Still in the film, yeah. He goes back to this palace, doesn't meet any of his family, doesn't really know why they all died out. It's alluded to that it was the Godzilla race that did it, but that's not really... Look, anyway, he's there. They realise they've been double-crossed because up until this point, the people in the spaceships have been working with the people who end up being in control of the robot Godzilla. Yeah, so he goes there, picks up an axe, needs to help Godzilla because Godzilla's getting beaten up by the robot Godzilla, floats through the hole that Godzilla's made, so from the center of the earth, no, so from Shanghai to the center of the earth, there's now just this hole that Godzilla's drilled down with his fire breath. King Kong, now wielding the axe, just stands in it and is like beamed up, Star Trek style, as is the Skarsgård in his spaceship. There's like a 12-year-old girl in that. There's like some really random characters that get introduced at odd times. Anyway, they go back up. Then there's a big fight between the three. Godzilla and King Kong make up to beat the bigger enemy. King Kong, right, I won't go on for too much longer. King Kong is then sort of killed, or he's really badly injured in the fight, and then these people are like, oh, there's a girl that can speak to King Kong through sign language, which maybe honestly isn't the silliest thing in the film. If they just ran with that and didn't keep on going, pushing the envelope, then it might have worked. But anyway, this girl who can speak to King Kong with sign language, she's deaf. It's like Indonesian girl. And her mum's like a somewhat famous actor, or her guardian. But anyway, then Skarsgård and this woman, and the woman's from Vicky Cristina Barcelona. She's the friend, not Scarlett Johansson or Penelope Cruz. I'm sure that's the actress. Her and Skarsgård are like, oh yeah, we can save King Kong by getting that spaceship, or like our little ship, that's like a sort of X-wing that they went to the centre of the earth in. Let's get that, let's park it on his chest and blow it up, and that'll revive his heart. And that's the plan. It's not gonna just like blow a hole through his chest like you'd imagine. Obviously not, that would make too much sense. What it does is it acts like a CPR. And yeah, it works, and that's just like, they're just two or three things that hopefully encapsulate the madness that is King Kong versus Godzilla. And yeah, it's just not very good at all. It's so over the top. I have no idea how it did commercially. But yeah, really crazy film. It probably would have been good to see it at the cinema. I didn't see it when it came out, but if you've got Sky, watch it. Or watch it and then watch this. God knows who the director is. I think I did recognise his name. Like I said, I seen it 2 weeks ago now. Poor performances all pretty much. I mean, I suppose what can you do? And the fights, they fight twice, and then they team up once at the end. So, and I'm gonna leave it there because it is bad. But that's what I watched 2 weeks ago. Godzilla versus King Kong. Not the best, but it is hard to make a good film. All the best.